Alright, here we go. Resident Evil Requiem, Insanity speedrun. Insanely tough speedrun, very reset heavy. So, yep, just gonna try to get another attempt going. But full game, we're gonna include the intro here. Right off the bat, we're gonna go a little bit to the right and get pushed by a guy behind us. Start looking at the leaves, the flowers on the left after we get pushed a little bit in that a little bit like most optimal way to get pushed. Out of the way. I'm gonna aim up with like that hole right in the background to the right of the blue tarp, pretty much. So this is Insanity, so things are changed. Items are in different places, less resources. There's enemies don't get stunned as easily. There's a lot of things about Insanity that makes it probably what's now the hardest difficulty in the entire Resident Evil series. And it's pretty hard and unforgiving as a speedrun too, especially because we don't got many autosaves as Grace, which means that basically we can be 25 minutes into the run, die, and lose pretty much all the progress. Get sent back 15, 20 minutes, so yeah. I have added a lot of things to make the route a little bit more consistent at Care Center. I'm not going to go for the most riskiest stuff. Most of the stuff you pretty much have to go for with this current route, because the route that I'm doing is the route that, like, you know, World Record Runs currently uses. But in terms of like how I strafe around zombies and stuff, I am going to do easier methods. Just to try to get a run out of Care Center. My goal is sub 2, but world record right now is like 155. And we know that the run, if you actually perfect everything, can be like a low 150 right now. We're gonna get our second antique coin here. This one we can get, we don't have to go behind the desk, we can get in front of the desk. We need 3 in total to get the hip pouch upgrade for 2 extra inventory slots, which are very extremely helpful. The last coin's gonna be right after the chef in the Care Center.
Oh, shit.
Shotgun incident? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. No idea. Another aspect of Insanity runs is you only unlock Insanity after your first playthrough, so every Insanity run has to be on your second playthrough, which means every run is technically NG+, but we try to keep it to fresh file as much as possible, so no new game plus weapons, nothing that we buy with like stuff in like the infinite ammo store. I don't know what the term for that is, but you know, no like new game plus items or cheats or anything. We're only using regular stuff that you would have been able to use in your first playthrough, you know? So
Grace, come on.
Charms are allowed. Charms that you can get in your first playthrough are allowed. Yeah, the special content. No special content stuff. Unless it's like an outfit. That doesn't impact gameplay at all. But another aspect of like quote-unquote new game plus playthrough is anytime you start a new game after your first playthrough, it's always new game plus, and Leon's box is available from the start. So we're gonna have access to getting credits. Every kill is worth 1,000 credits instead of 500. And yeah, we aren't given weapons like the shotgun and sniper, so we have to buy those ourselves. And we'll buy the more powerful versions that are introduced in your first playthrough. Make sure you hold A and F immediately when you skip that cutscene, otherwise this guy can kill you. But you just have to hold A and F. Once you dismiss the menu here for the key, you have a 40-second cutscene, so we can just chill for a second. Cool. I have already messed up like 5 seconds of stuff in this split.
Get away! Get away from me!
which is fine. Just like small menuing type stuff and very small things.
Oh, shit! Stay away!
So for Leon's next section, we're going to be aiming for at least 14,000 credits. There's various things that we can pick up, but we do need 3,000 credits by using 1 wreck bullet to get a collide on 3 enemies that line up towards the end of the split. But we want to save the rest of the wreck bullets for the next split. That's what's optimal. If you do miss some of the zombies, you can use 1 extra wreck shot later, or in the next split, to kill an extra zombie or 2. And you just don't kill the nurse in the next split. But you do need to save at least 3 wreck bullets, pretty much, or else you're going to be losing time on the significant amount of time on Leon's second opinion.
Hey, what the hell, lady?
Alright, so definitely grab that first bracelet on the box. Don't access the box itself, but grab the credit bracelet. Now here we're going to walk off the edge and go like into the door a little bit, and that doesn't allow us to stumble as much, and we can grab that a little bit quicker. Now we're going to get a healing item up here. Having it in our inventory is going to help with manipulating ammo so we get shotgun stuff in the next split. Sometimes a blister head is here. You can strafe on the left side of him right before you run into him to dodge him. Or you can parry him if you're uncomfortable with that. Like, I'm pretty uncomfortable with that often. Okay, I think I missed one of the zombies with the collab, but you also can get lucky with cars hitting other zombies there. So I think that got one zombie got killed by the car. So I got 14,000, which is the minimum you need leaving that. I'm gonna pick up an extra 1,000 in the chair in the next split with Leon. Immediately as we spawn as Leon, there you just turn around and get 1,000 extra credit, and we'll go on a little shopping spree to basically suit up our shotgun to be good for early game stuff. So like I said, Care Center is pretty unforgiving. Even if you make safety saves and reload the saves, enemy positions are in different positions and kind of act differently. So I am going to make 2 safety saves, but if I have to resort to reloading them, things are going to be scuffed and strategies likely won't work as consistently as you practice. But if I do die in Care Center, maybe you'll see a safety save and me pull it off. But let's just talk about the girl. So to avoid the girl, we're gonna go position ourselves behind the door frame here. When we see her foot, we can go forward and hug the right wall to bypass her. She's gonna come here and push the cart for us. Saves a lot of time. I'm gonna position myself at the corner of this paper, looking at the angle where there's a gap in the paper is above me. Look here at the white. Quick turn with X. Now make sure you're holding W this entire time. Wait for the sound effect of the grab, and then you can move right. Very important not to move right too early. Make sure she's following us. Wait half a second, and then go forward. And she won't appear in the hallway here. And that's that. So I'm gonna pick up a bottle and an ink ribbon here. The bottle is needed to kill Chunk later. The ink ribbon is optional. You don't need to pick it up. That's just because I'm gonna make a safety save later. This is gonna be a route that like world record would be following right now though, so I'm not doing anything different apart from just picking up the ink ribbon pretty much early and using it for a safety save. My inventory and items should be pretty much similar to the route expected of world record. At least at this point. The route is only 2 weeks old too. There's going to be tons of improvements, but yeah. So here we need to sell our handgun. Makes it so that we don't get handgun ammo anymore. Well, at specific places. by the tack, dot sight, power, air charm, Shade's charm on the Requiem. So charm on the shotgun is going to help with mid-range damage.
Therapies.
Yes.
The charm on the Requiem is going to help us penetrate more bodies and collat more enemies with one single shot.
Oh, I bet it does.
We can waste all of our Requiem ammo because after this split, it's all wasted if we don't waste it ourselves. We only give Grace 1 bullet anyways, so this first shot has to be an execution, otherwise it won't kill. So just wait at the very last second there. That's the nurse that if you only had 3 bullets, you skip and just shotgun her instead. Now you, like I said, the charm power is better at mid-range, so you wanna shoot them when I did. You don't want to be up and close, or else it does less damage.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't kill that guy though. That's a little bit of time loss, but whatever. Break this box while you're waiting. That's gonna have 8 shotgun shells, as long as you did everything right. Your inventory, and you didn't use any heals. Yeah, don't use any heals even if you got grabbed in the first section. Oh, that only gave me 5 actually. Okay, that gave me 8 though. Okay.
Well, that went well.
It went very well, Leon, except actually it didn't because I didn't kill that last guy in the first part of this fight, but that's fine. We're all fine. So yeah, we need like 19 bullets, I think, for Chunk in the attic. So definitely look at how many bullets you have right now. I have, if you're like at 15 or 16, you should waste 2 of them so you have 14 or less bullets, and then break the box in the attic, and that'll guarantee you have 8 shotgun shells.
Good. Can you find me
But I have plenty of shotgun shells, so I don't need to do that.
I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Come on, come on!
All right, time for Grace. So this is our last autosave for the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna make an autosave after I get the second Quartz, and then also right after I get the wrench, just to let you guys know, but you can wrap those out. I am doing what I know is the most consistent strats everywhere to get through Care Center without having to add an extremely significant amount of time. But like if a strat takes like 4 or 5 more seconds, I'll opt for doing it. So like the lights on guy, I wait instead of strafe around, but you can strafe around. There's a lot of these guys that you can strafe around if you're talented and risky enough, I should say. For the chef, the most reliable method I know of is to stop in the spot that I'm about to stop, wait until his hand dips down for the second time, right now, and then just run along his right side, and that always works. That's our last antique coin. I'm just gonna wait for his second foot to go down, his right foot to go down right there. Grab a bottle. Now I'm gonna diagonally do here until I'm at the hinge. Now he didn't make the sound effect that I expected him to make, so I'm just gonna hide in here for a minute and do a backup. It's really slow, but at least the run's still alive. Yeah, I don't rely on that ever. So, but that's just like, I really rely on juking him out. The juking out is pretty consistent. You just have to go up to the door hinge and then back away. You can see most other runners do it too. But if you do get grabbed there and you're still alive, you can use the heal there and then just get ammo to the left there instead, because you're going to get healing items dropping in the corrosive room instead. But yeah, that's like 10 seconds time loss. It's not, we don't like it, but the run's still alive. And that's what really matters in Care Center, is just keeping the run alive. Interesting. Where did I pick up 2 bullets? Oh, and for some reason this game's not splitting at the first quartz anymore.
I hate this place.
I'm actually going to do a preemptive thing here. This is going to cost me like 7 seconds over the course of the run, but I'm going to put my first quartz in here because apparently
Yes, I need
I
to
did route this so that it should be fine for me to have the ink ribbon slots in my inventory right now, but just, I don't know what was going on. My inventory shouldn't have been full there. So, yeah, I don't know where I picked up handgun ammo. I shouldn't have picked up any hand. Oh, never mind. It's because I went in that room.
Sorry.
I know why. Yeah, yeah, when I did the backup, I never do that backup, so I just consciously picked up that ammo without thinking how it could affect the run. That's fine. I don't need that ammo because we're gonna pick up the ammo in the corrosive room. So we got the East Wing key card. We got used our 3 coins there to get the hip pouch. As you can see, it didn't take much time at all to get the hip pouch. It's pretty much directly on the route of what is required, the path that is required to take to get the East Wing key card. So yeah, it's super in our benefit to try to route that in. Lights on. So we're gonna get the blood collector here. It's very useful on insanity runs. And we need recipes as well, because we're gonna use hemo injectors. We're gonna use it on the chef, but then also like 4 zombies in the basement. The basement, because we backtrack a lot, it's super helpful to just use hemos to completely like, yeah, to fully. Let me just crouch here. Yeah, just kill the zombies permanently. Oh, I need a blood, then hemo injector. Use that on the chef later. Now here, this feels like a little RNG to me, but I need to kill all 3 of these guys. And try to aim for a headshot on the surgeon.
Jesus.
There is a backup if the surgeon didn't. I don't think I got a headshot there, so I might have to do the backup for if the surgeon is in the lung and heart guy room where the wristband guy is later. There's a backup there, but where you just have to kind of like lead them out of the room and the wristband guy dies after like 30 seconds. By not looking at Chunk there, you can bypass him and just hug the left wall. That's a skip that most people know about though already. This room is hell. Gotta focus up. Draping around this room is very important in how I do it. You're expected to get hit by that guy, that last guy. Any other person you get hit by there, it's a one-hit kill, but that last guy, you'll live. Alright. Wait for cues on Chunk going through. And then go right. And we're going to do the same thing with Chunk here in a second. But to make this next one consistent, I'm going to make sure that I don't leave the room until after his arm like fully goes down on the right side. And then make sure you're always pointed slightly left or angled slightly left on this next Chunk skip until he reacts to you, okay? Manifest destiny, yes. Destiny, manifest destiny. But I am gonna make a safety save here because Chunk can be kind of BS here sometimes. This is where we use one of our bottles to get his attention. His arm goes over like that, slightly left. Never mind, he grabs me. This is why I made a safety save. So you can see my backup saves, my backup strat here. With the chef, pretty much. Oh, what? Okay, well, I didn't expect that to mess up. This is exactly why I made a save here. There we go. As soon as you see him react and his like mouth goes like really wide open, basically you just hold diagonal to the upright. The surgeon is alive, so we're gonna have to do the backup strat for the surgeon. Yay, we're just gonna do all the backups. So the other bottle that we saved, we're gonna throw right here, and the sound is gonna attract the blind zombie. This is very important because the blind zombie is the most OP character in any game ever. And he's gonna kill Chunk for us. There we go. We hear that gurgling noise. Chunk is now dead. No longer an issue for us. Alright, so because I reloaded a save here, the chef's position is not going to be in the same position that I expect him to be here. So I have to do a backup, otherwise you would just turn the corner and mash left click. But here's my backup and I suck at it, so... Yep, nope. Didn't work. Otherwise, you're supposed to hemo him there, so we're just gonna wait here for a while. This run's probably dead. Hey, gents. It is going better in general. I know how to recover the runs better, so that's good at least. This guy's kind of in my way, though. Jesus. Where the hell did you come from? What the hell? Did you like loop back around? What happened? Yeah, this is very slow. Probably gonna scrap this run, but... You see, it's hard to figure out what the... I need to try to hemo the chef. So I need him to de-aggro and not have this other zombie get in the way. Yeah, this isn't working. I'm just gonna wait over here. I'm interested if I can still recover this, technically. Like, kind of like think of this as like a marathon run in a sense, or... You know what? Here's the backup. We're gonna come over here. Never mind. We're dead. I'll probably reset this, but I'll give it one more attempt just to see how this goes. See if I can get the chef to cooperate, but yeah, like this run's gonna lose like over 5 minutes if I do continue it. It's still better than what my PB does, but... It would be kind of cool to show off all of the backup strats. I think people would appreciate them, but... There you go, Chunk is dead again. Good, good. So how the backup is supposed to work with this chef is basically you need to crouch kind of like on the line. I use a line to tell me when I need to crouch, and then I just need to go up against the wall, and then like at the last second I need to turn left and then just mash left click. Yeah, I know. Didn't work. This chef is a pain in the ass. We're just gonna chill for a moment here. How's it going, guys? There we go. Okay, now this zombie is a pain in the ass too. So I'm just gonna wait until he gets close. And then wait for him to stun him against the corner. He didn't go around the corner like I planned, but hopefully that's still far away where he's not gonna be able to grab me. Cool. Okay. So it's very janky, but the run is technically still alive. Okay, so for this guy, we can do 2 shots at the start here on his window. But then he has like iframes for like 5 seconds, so you don't want to do any more than just the brick window and 1 shot on him at the start. But then you only need to waste 1 more bullet on him after you wait a little bit after that first shot on him, and then he's dead. We only need to do 2 shots here. You don't have to shoot off the grates. So only 2 shots needed there as long as you don't shoot the grates.
Fucking break.
Cool. So I would do a safety save here, but at this point the run's so bad where if I do have to resort to 1 more safety save, I'm just not going to. But there's a free ink ribbon right here if you want to do a safety save here. It's a pretty good spot where it doesn't mess up with any of the AI really, as long as you've already killed the chef. I do have to deal with the surgeon being alive later, but that's fine. It's just 30 seconds time loss for waiting. We need to go get the Requiem bullet recipe. That should... Oh, it's because I don't have the extra quartz. Here, I'm gonna grab this just so I... Yeah, okay. So we get this, we want to instantly craft this, instantly switch. We would grab the bottle there, but I already grabbed it. Reload, once you reload, you should have room for the lockpick. I think I have an extra slot in my inventory, so it didn't matter. But the proper route would need to reload before you pick up the lockpick. So I make this save, and like if your inventory is full, then the blood bags that you get, if you get the items in the order that I do, the blood bags will be like, hey, your inventory is full. Do you want to move this item into your inventory for a different item? If that menu comes up, you can use the blood bags and put it into your blood collector in there, and that's what's fastest. So yeah, like I don't have to waste time going into the menu myself to give me the blood bag. I just mash like F twice when that menu like comes up naturally when I grab that item. Use the blood bag and then don't have to save an inventory slot for it. Okay, last glass bottle goes for this person. And the reason why I said I might make an autosave a minute ago is for this person right here. This person sucks. You have to be at the corner there, and then when you open this, make sure you're walking to the left, and then run. Okay, that is very precise, otherwise you'll get grabbed. But yeah, you want to be at the corner there and be ready to insert the lockpick as soon as possible after you stun her in the leg. You have to be very quick with all of that. Okay, put all that in, craft more rec bullets. We should have 4 now. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna go get the wristband. This is still much better than my PB, so this is pretty informative for a run in general. So we want to put the stuff in, crouch here. Never mind, I messed it up. You should be able to put in the items. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to be able to use a rec bullet on the wristband guy himself now. We're just going to come over here, wait a little bit. Because we can't put in the items if they're aggroed. But if you saw I was trying to put in the items, if I didn't interact with the wristband and I interacted with him instead, make sure that you do the lungs first, because there's an animation of you having to take out the lungs if you put in the heart first, pretty much. Now, we would have used the rec bullet on him and collab with that guy. Instead, we're just going to lead these guys out this way, and the wristband guy does actually die over time. It's slow, it's inoptimal, but this is a backup. That you can do. If you need to keep the run going at any... by any means possible. And there we go. Got the wristband. And it's not splitting again. That's fine though. I'll have to redo my auto splits. So technically I am saving 3 minutes off my PB, even though this is pretty awful. I am saving 3 minutes on my PB. I lost like 10 minutes on Care Center in my PB, so. And this has been pretty informative, so I will continue this. Alright, so we need to do the last puzzle here. But we're gonna find out that this last puzzle, you need Braille to be able to complete it.
Braille.
And I don't know, like Grace doesn't know Braille, so I guess we're just kind of screwed. Unless there's some little blind girl that knows how to read Braille that we can go get. I killed specifically the fat guy there. The fat guy is the only person that's in our way, on our way back here. Any other zombie can live, but the fat guy needs to die. Sorry, fat guy. But yeah, we need to go get Emily. We're not gonna be able to shoot anything. It's really nice that we killed Chunk earlier, because that really helps us in this situation. If you want to make a safety save, you can. With the ink ribbon right there. There is a little trick where if you didn't pick up an herb in combat, or if you didn't pick an herb up in non-combat areas at any point, you'll have this dialogue line here. Can't hurt to pick some, I guess, and it skips you having to skip the conversation there. Like 3 seconds time save.
Push the buttons in this order. I have to keep it together.
But yeah, like if we pick up herbs in like the corrosive room, that counts as like a combat situation, so he doesn't speak her line there. So we can still use that line. Yep. Once we put Emily in here, we're gonna use 2 rec shots to kill 4 guys. So this is gonna be a kill all section until we kill 4 guys. The Blisterhead spawns here, but as soon as we put Emily in here, he goes away. So don't worry about him. But yeah, 2 rec shots. Crouch for faster charge up. And those should collapse. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna get items in here, get some blood in here. We're gonna want to craft like 3 hemo things. Get scrap. The blister head is gonna spawn. Now we're on a timer right now, by the way. I need to hurry up. Okay. So hemo, blood. I need a thing. The stat. Oh, no.
What?
That was kind of close. Did I miss a satch? No, I think we're good. Okay, but yeah, it's just a wait once you kill the first 4, okay? You just have to survive. You don't have to kill the blister head. You just have to survive, but yeah. That was kind of close. Whew. But yeah, just want to craft 2 of the hemo things to use in the basement. We'll craft another one, or actually another 2 in the basement, but yeah. This is the box that you would shoot if you needed more shotgun shells that I mentioned earlier. Grab the large gunpowder. It's time for Leon to do his thing. We're so back. So with the power of our shotgun, with power 1, with the dot sight for centralized like spread and mid-range power, we're gonna do basically 6 shots, reload because it reloads faster when you don't do it at 1. 6 more shots. So 6, then 6. All headshots, and then you're gonna do 5. Don't miss a single shot. Cool. I was pretty good with my damage there, so I only needed 4 at the end. That's exactly how that should go. Now, he shrinks as he dies more, so that's why I get that scrap first and then come in here. Because we wasted so much shotgun stuff, we should get mostly shotgun shells everywhere. Oh, that was pretty good. We need to wait 2 seconds before this door will open so that I use that to get the shotgun shells. Cool. So for the next combat section, it's kind of tough with the blister heads. You need to do 2 knee shots very rapidly back to back to stun each blister head. And then when they're stunned, you only have a limited time to do a finishing move. Like, it's not a big window, so you have to be pretty quick about it. Yeah, Insanity, the windows for like the finishers and stuns, like they're pretty tight, so we gotta make we gotta take advantage of it. Here, to not get knocked back from the screen, we're gonna restart. Prevents the knockback. We can just run past this TNT guy. Throwing axes, so these guys have a lot of health, like a lot of health, so finishing moves with the axe is by far the best strategy to do with these guys. We want to activate this guy because we need to kill him eventually, but also because he drops a hatchet, which helps deal damage. Get far away, don't do it like, so you do an axe throw, not like a axe, close up like axe melee attack. You want to do a throw. You want to parry. You need to do enough damage to that guy or else it's not going to work.
Every single time. After another.
Bad. Sorry, can you just please die? Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
But it's fine. There's a lot of different ways to go about that, but I like the way that I approach it, and like how it goes when it's optimal, but we got basement now. The basement, you know, autosaves are bad here too. We do make a save, it's kind of part of a strat actually to get the Maria to get out of our way pretty much, but it does give us a safety save after the electric room pretty much. So here's the first guy we're gonna hemo. Again, basement's like a big area where we backtrack a lot, so we're just gonna preemptively take down guys that we know are gonna get up later. There's a scrap in this jail cell over here that we're gonna pick up. Craft another hemo. I did pick up an herb to cut off the dialogue when we had Emily, so I gotta get rid of that herb at some point. Gonna hemo the guy in here. This is the second person we've hemoed. Hemo the guy over there. We make a direct line to him. It'd be easy to get him without him reacting to us. We're gonna pick up a bottle as we pick up this joint as well. And then on our way back, we're gonna stop in this room for the piece of scrap here. Now we are low on blood, so we're gonna get blood in the electric room. We're gonna do it while we trigger the girl and wait on her to get out of the way of the fence that we need to squeeze through. Oh. I like to hold the direction before I fully remove a joint, and I got out of the direct range of it too soon. Some people do these rooms in opposite order. I don't know why you wouldn't do the electric room like this room secondly, but do be aware that some routes do that. Doing this room secondly makes it so that your save is in a more generous spot anyways, but I think it's more direct lines anyways. I don't know if there's like something I don't know about, but we want to grab the handle or wrench. When she spawns, shoot immediately, then go back, pick up the bottle, and immediately hold F to get this blood. It's not like super tight timing to do this, but you do want to be quick. I'm gonna crouch just for safety here, but it shouldn't be required. Just so that she moves over enough and we can just squeeze past. Okay, cool. And that was that heal item that I said was gonna become a problem. Okay, so when we get into this room and make the save, we can actually deposit the security wristband early. Just gotta wait a second. The herb was forgotten for now, at least. I'm gonna reload just to keep things consistent. I think she went away, but the reload can make her go away instantly. We need to make sure now that we have the blood, we need to make sure that we craft the hemo and use it on this guy. Let there be light. Alright, so we're just gonna come over here for the forklift key. Not too much to mention here. Bullets, doesn't matter if you wanted to get rid of bullets, by the way. If your inventory is full, if you have an extra item, you can get rid of your bullets. And doesn't really matter, because you're gonna get a lot of bullets in the grinder section anyways. But, yeah.
The smell.
Forklift key. It did not split, so I gotta fix my auto splits. They did say that there was gonna be a change with the auto splits today. I just didn't think of changing or looking into it. Okay, make sure to look down here, or else you're gonna get spooked, and Grace is just gonna be, you know, stunned for like 3 seconds. Okay, remove both of these joints. Now, I would say that the hardest strat is probably this next one up here. With the girl, or the one that I'm most susceptible at failing. And, oh, shoot. Sir, you're not supposed to grab me. That's not supposed to happen. The fact that, oh, shoot. I don't know how that's gonna affect me, because I'm a little bit slower now. But right after we do that corner, I'm gonna throw a bottle. She's gonna go back. When she starts running right now, I can stand. We're gonna put in the key and then put in the joint. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Squeeze through just like that. This guy might kill me, actually. Okay, I think if you don't move for a second and then... Yeah, you don't want to move after that cutscene. You just want to stand still for a minute, or for like a second after the animation's completely done and you're standing still. Oh shoot. Okay, these guys don't hurt you, but you can't avoid them if you're like hugging the right side. It is possible to like bypass these bags.
Stay calm, Grace.
But by doing the angle that I did there, but it didn't work. I think you have to get past the first blood bag if you're fast enough. I am gonna make a safety save here, and I'm gonna use this herb and use the other herb later as the herb on our way out of this basement as a way of an extra herb that we're going to turn into a med injector in the lab later, and that blood's going to be used for that med injector too later. Okay, here's extra ammo, Molotov. We're going to use Molotov in this section. Now, the way that these guys work is when they get up, they're going to move, like as soon as they activate, they'll move in the position that you are relative to them. So this guy, if you're like standing kind of below him, you know, like if this is the line that's like below section, he'll move towards the grinder. These guys are gonna wake up. I'm gonna position myself at the head, aim right past the head. When the guy on the left activates, we're gonna move forward, turn around, and push them both together into the grinder. Cool. One headshot that guy. This is a solo guy, so he's not as hard. Now we got dual enemies coming up here, but they activate at pretty different times, so we can't like push them together. So I'm just gonna molly them, and so I don't have to deal with them. You shouldn't have to, if you do the molly early enough, that guy shouldn't ever be a problem, but I just do some safety shots just in case. I'm gonna position myself at this foot. Look at this foot. When the left guy activates, same idea. We're gonna move forward so that they start running in the direction of the grinder. That guy really wanted to, yeah. I'm surprised that guy was trying to charge me, turbo me. Okay, but that's it. Good grinder section. Don't get too close to the grinder. Wait. Don't try to line up at the ladder early.
It stopped. It finally stopped. Thank God. The last one.
All right, cool.
Now to free Emily and get out of this place.
Now we're out of here. So yeah, I have the blood to craft a med injector in the arc. We're gonna get an extra med injector in an extra med injector. Oh, I forgot I wanted to practice some stuff with the helicopter key in the basement. And I guess that's fine. But I'm just gonna grab that because I am low on health right now. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use keep the extra herb in my inventory on our way out of the basement to turn into a med injector in the arc. Blast bottle this guy right here. We're gonna have to stun him with leg shots later. Hopefully he doesn't grab me because I don't have the health to survive him. But I'm gonna pick up a safety knife. This does help in the arc too if we have the knife later in the arc, but I'm gonna pick that up just for safety on that guy specifically. If we're standing away, we can avoid the girl getting us there when we take that joint. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be enough time, so you gotta hurry here. Okay. Cool. No big time losses. I'm happy.
Why is it so loud? It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go.
Here's that herb I was talking about.
Come on. Come on. It's just spinning
You'd
down.
craft it into a med injector right now, I guess. Oh, by the way, for tapping, it is faster to have repeated taps on instead of holding. And you can maximize your tap potential if you bind like the interact or whatever the F key binds to. If you bind that to another key, I have it bounded to the side of my mouse, and I just double tap them and have the tapping go twice as fast.
Grace?
Good time to hydrate.
Are you hurt? I'm okay. That's good. Good, Emily.
So if we picked up the safety knife here, technically we don't have to pick up the one later in the liquor room, because we use that as a strat to get free iframes, because you have iframes after you use the knife for like 5 seconds, 4 seconds, where nobody can grab you pretty much. At least with the regular like regenerator type enemies. I don't know if it works with liquors actually.
Hey, Emily.
All right, we got our last quartz. We're out of here.
Do you maybe want to leave with me? It's not safe here.
I'm hoping I'm gonna get a better run today.
Finally.
I should have split right there. Yeah, I need to fix how the auto splitter is working.
Emily?
But yeah, we're out of the care center and basement, and any big time losses from auto saves.
Well, let's just...
I'm definitely gonna do more runs after this, and I'm hoping that I can get better time, but I'll probably upload this video, honestly, because showing the backups, I think is gonna be super helpful for a lot of people. I really like how this, the explanations are going for this run so far.
Please.
Not too much to mention here. D. No shirtless Leon? Nope. Sorry.
To be in here.
Thanks, Dark. Alright, so we do get autosaves here with Grace. Yay, we love autosaves. But as a result of that, I haven't practiced this as much, and there's a new strat that I wanted to practice. So basically, people don't go for the extinguisher, and I think that's what's most optimal and probably most consistent. But I'm gonna go for the extinguisher here. It makes sure that basically 2 enemies that are scripted to grab you don't grab you, the ones that are like sleeping on the ground. But you also, if you have the extinguisher, you can kind of like stun the enemies with it. And I think you move a little bit faster with it too, but I don't know if it's the problem is that it takes like 5 seconds to take it off the wall. That's the problem. Just gonna mash F here.
Yes, you know that's.
We will want to change to third person. This is like one of 2 spots where third person will be helpful, but that's only when we get to the stairs. So I'm gonna grab this. Immediately go backwards. You have to be fast or else the guy grabs you. Now we're gonna aim right here to cancel us getting stunned there, and then just spray and pray. Okay. I did not spray and pray hard enough, apparently. I'm not usually... You shouldn't die from that. It's because I'm low on health that I actually died. Otherwise, you're just supposed to... It should only be a couple seconds time loss if you get hit there. So that sucks. saw a mod that mutes Leon's grunts and moans and groans. But why would anyone ever want to do that?
Yes, you know, that's
So the backup, the other strat that's probably more optimal is kind of like stunning that one zombie that grabbed me in the leg and doing a certain lineup to make sure that you don't get grabbed. Or that you make sure that you get grabbed by the guy on the floor. There you go. Not the best method, I'll be honest, but
Oh, shit, shit, shit.
now, once we start going up the stairs, we want to change to third person. It'll be just pause, use your mouse to press options, and then E and A. E and A really fast. Because she goes so fast. I think this saves like 14 seconds if I remember. Just her. And you can crouch before you know when you're going to stumble to avoid her stumbling. Now, if we stumble here, that's nice. She didn't. So we're just gonna wait around that corner and crouch. Crouch here, else she stumbles. I didn't crouch cancel in time. So those stumbles right there is what I'm talking about. You can crouch cancel right before to prevent them. Crouch cancel. Oh, never mind. I didn't crouch cancel. I mean, that was a fast stumble anyway, so that's good. Okay, let's go back to first person. Options ED.
Why does this shit keep happening?
Now, you can either stun this zombie or you can take a wide arc like this. When I say stun, I mean 2 leg shots. Here's a backup herb. I used mine, so here's a backup one that I'm going to use for making a meta injector later. Ow! Sir, what the hell? That is rude. Alright, Leon, Sniper King, Kennedy. Let's do it. This is actually, like, probably my favorite split. Because this is actually not an auto splitter. This is not an auto splitter. It does matter how fast you do and kill everything. We want to buy the marksman sniper here. Buy a scope, buy the bolt power, get that credits, and put on the BSA charm. We also want to start buying ammo. So ammo is going to be 2 rifle and 2 shotgun pretty much every time. And then I need to actually buy the gun. And then BSA charm. That charm helps us do more damage when we don't have a scope equipped. We do want a scope equipped here, but it'll help us later. Okay, so killing these guys as fast as possible in this order helps significantly.
Hit.
Like, you're saving like a minute if you, as opposed to doing everything as they show up as intended. Just follow the order that I'm doing here. Make sure you're inside this room before you kill this guy, or else he stays alive. You have to be in that room.
Must be time for the evening.
And it doesn't matter how much rifle ammo you waste here, by the way. Because we're going to do a clip upgrade in Raccoon City. And by doing a clip upgrade, go back there for rifle ammo. When we do a clip upgrade, it refills our mag with all new ammo. So it doesn't matter if you're at 0 or if you're at 4, you're always going to go to the same amount of ammo if you do the mag upgrade like I do at the start of Raccoon City. Oh, I reloaded anyways. Never mind, I'm stupid. Don't reload like I did. Keep your ammo low or at 0. What? That guy's not supposed to grab you if you go from that way. If you kill this guy, he does grab. You're supposed to shoot that guy too. My bad. he does drop shotgun shells. Now this fight is hard, so I'm gonna focus. Every time you do a weak point, it spawns more enemies, by the way, but we have it choreographed like this. Don't blow up the TNT to your right. After you throw the grenade, do the hatchet, get this weak point. Now you can do that, and that TNT should... Nope. Oh! Okay, that was almost perfect. The TNT, I didn't hit the last weak point, and that last zombie didn't... Oops. That did not stun him. Guess we'll do this the old classic way. Ow! Sir, what the... I guess the TNT there. And that was so good up until the very end. The end there took forever, damn it. Whatever. Fine. At least we didn't have to restart the fight. Still a good example of how that fight should technically... what you should try to achieve with it. Hopefully the enemy, that like last blister head, lines up better at the end. Hopefully it lines up better at the end and actually dies from the TNT. And also the TNT, like, I think I kicked his side instead of kicked his weak point. Otherwise, kicking that weak point from him being phased by the TNT would have killed the Blisterborn. And so the way I did that fight was, like, good to show off, but the way I failed the end just prolonged it by like 20 seconds at the end. Alright, so when we drop Emily off, we get an ink ribbon. I'm going to do that for a safety save in the arc, get a med injector, and then I'm going to craft this prematurely. I'm going to heal because I move slower because I'm so low on health apparently. Reload that so the Requiem bullets don't take an inventory slot.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance.
So, yeah. Gonna cook spaghetti, Sin? Yes, I would love some. Okay, so here, just go in front of this square, and you won't get grabbed, as long as you don't go past that square. Now, make sure you reload your Requiem bullets so you have a slot for the crank here. And wait right here on the left side. When she fully goes in, you can kind of tell the animation change. Go over here, put in the crank. And wait for her to do like 3 little noises right before she goes under the door frame. If you are too soon, she's gonna appear at this next part.
2 to go.
But you want her to go further into the light, basically, so that she takes more time to travel away, and she won't appear at this next power crank. If you wait too long, though, she'll block your path. Okay, but yeah, right there is when she would have appeared, so we did that correctly. You just want to crank it when I did, basically. That first crank when I did it, based off of the girl's position. And it lets you skip her appearing in that, for that second crank. If she does appear in that second crank, you, there's a backup where if you look at where she spawned, she doesn't crash through the barrels, pretty much, if you hear her spawn behind you before you get to the crank. I missed my shot, my first shot, oh my god. Okay, so it takes 2 direct shots on Insanity to stun her. I missed my first shot. These, whatever rec bullets you have, Leon gets in the next like for the rest of the game, you know. Yeah, so now I'm working with one less rec bullet. Rec bullets aren't too useful with Leon,
I need to hurry.
so not the worst. I might just open an extra box in Arc to pick up 2 extra rec bullets at the end of the game. Now for Emily coming up, my strat is to shoot the foot twice and then try to shoot the critical hit points, or not the critical hit point, just the weak points, 2 times, and that consistently gets me a 4 or 5 shots fight. You can do it in 3. You can do it in 3, but basically try to aim below the weak point, not above. And you can consistently, like, sometimes it'll say that you'll hear the noise that you hit the weak point, and it doesn't actually count it if you hit on, like, the upper half of it. So make sure you try to aim below, slightly below where the weak point actually is. All right, so here we go, Raccoon City, Act 2. So we're gonna buy the SMG, power upgrade 2 on the shotgun, and clip upgrade on the marksman. I'm gonna do this first. Clip upgrade and remove the sniper. And then we're gonna buy the gal, but then we also wanna buy our regular ammo stuff. Cool. Okay, so we're preparing for the spider up here, which is gonna use some shotgun bullet. Oh, if I timed my parry, I would have been, you can shotgun that guy too. I just thought I was better with my parry game. So the SMG is going to be a nice, like, handgun substitute.
Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
Pretty much. But it's just like, you know, a faster rate fire handgun. But it's going to, like, help us do stuff like destroy webs that would be or break ammo boxes. That would be pretty slow if we try to use our hatchet. You do want to remove your scope here, by the way. I already did it. There's 2 webs to shoot there, by the way. But yeah, we can deal 1/5 of damage, so 2k of damage on the spider early in this hallway. So we're gonna shoot the shotgun 4 times here, and then go all the way down, reload while we're going down here. When we go to the light on the window here, we're gonna turn around and do 5 shots with the sniper, or with the rifle. And if you have enough time, you can pick up some extra machine gun ammo.
Now what?
I stand a little bit away from the web there, I'll see your bullets like go through it. You don't have to kill that spider. The only spider you have to do here when you go to the corner of the desk is that one that's like about to charge at you. You can parry the spider there. Now here we're gonna use our shotgun mostly. This is the newest strat that I've seen, that I saw posted in Discord that I'm adapted today. But as soon as you cross the corner, 4 shots in the middle. And now we're gonna go this way, reload it fully. We can do 1 extra rifle shot optionally right here. Actually, you could do 2, but I'm just gonna do 1. And then position ourselves here. And this should kill by the time we get to 1 bullet. You can kill right there if you're lucky. But nope, that's good enough for me. And that should have split. I lost a lot of time on the spider in my PB, so that's pretty good fight. Oh, don't reload. Since you waste all your ammo there on the spider, don't reload the shotgun. You'll get a free 8 shots, free bullets, free shotgun shells if you upgrade the clip size of the shotgun in the, you know, in the BSAA camp. Kamu. I on my last run, I reloaded. I was like, damn. I ended up being 1 bullet short of finishing off Mr. X two on that run. I had to finish him off with one rifle bullet. Okay, so here you do have to interact with this required, and now we're going to basically from this point on, instead of rifle ammo, we're gonna buy machine gun ammo. And then tech, we want to make sure we get that clip size for the reason that I said. I'm also going to buy herbs. This is not part of the route, but I think it's helpful. I'm also going to craft shotgun shells with those right now to clear inventory space. So you see, now I have 8 extra bullets in my shotgun. Isn't that awesome? If you used an extra grenade, which I did, I'm gonna get an extra grenade here. I used an extra grenade on the Blisterborn in the chapel, so that's a little backup grenade that you can get. Now here, it's very important to hug the left side until right now, and it kind of messes up the AI on one of the SMG guys up here, so that you only have to deal with one. And you can rifle this guy, a lot of people do, but I'm gonna shotgun him. Yeah, I didn't do that. You only need to do one shotgun shell there, but I'm bad. My aim is terrible. And I just hugged the right here on this guy. And then I just go into the wall, hug the left. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yeah, I got tons of skill issues. I got knowledge on a lot of games, but boy, do I suck. So I am adapting a new thing here where you can use a grenade to bypass the dialogue here. Only the first dialogue. You have to still like investigate all the stuff, but basically do the chest, point this at the ground, go a little bit left, then press F, and that cancels you out of the dialogue. Saves 6 seconds.
I know the BSAA camp. That should have the signal receiver.
I think it's 6 seconds. I actually haven't timed it myself, but that's what the person in Discord said. I forget who it was that found it, but thank you, person in Discord.
Got the location for those pellets. Going to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA.
Yep, I am down a nade. I don't need it though. I've calculated for it. Extra nade by shooting that down. Hey, Iki. And Vizio, thank you for the good luck. So, I am going to adapt Spicy's latest strat for the fuse crank here, which I practiced right before this run. For this guy, I just go straight forward. When I go past the door, I just go up left. Oh, never mind. It usually consistently avoids that guy, but unless you're really low health, you could just shotgun him instead if you want. Yeah, cheating. There's a herb. Actually, can I? No. I'm gonna restart for consistency here because AI can behave a little bit more consistent in specific checkpoints. So I'm gonna restart there to try to get things more consistent. Now, I probably should have healed before this, but I'm going to make a judgment call that I don't need it. So I'm going to look right here at this specific spot. When he does the second long swipe right, now I'm going to go over this way. Okay, since that happened, I'm going to do this backup. This is the backup that I'm doing now, where I do this. He grabs me at the end. Okay, yeah, that was the backup. It's kind of hard to explain what I did there, but that's the backup if a guy grabs you. You can kind of use the hatchet to get some like iframes or de-aggro the enemies and just go back in the crank instantly. But the idea was not to get grabbed at all. Yeah. Look up. I had to add that emote hoping that people were gonna use it. I love that. People have been using it like Pisces and Dis all the time. We love our lookup strat. Yeah, so I guess I didn't properly explain it, but just like not looking at enemies makes it so that there's a much less likely chance of them aggroing onto you, especially for like simple, dumber zombies. For higher like blisterheads and blisterborn enemies, they're more likely to attack you. But yeah, we kind of manipulated how we looked at enemies to manipulate their AI on that fight. But yeah, that fuse fight can be kind of annoying, so I'm glad I got that first try. I'm gonna shotgun this first enemy. He knocked the other enemy, otherwise the backup is to just parry the guy after you shotgun. Ow! Rude. Dude, sir! Stop. Okay, I'm gonna use a safety heal. Heals are very... I don't want to waste too many because I'm gonna need to use 2 at the mortars. So I don't want to waste too much of my heals early on. Put in the 2 fuses. No! The one time I read the instructions, I'm like, I saw that some... Oh my god. Okay, whatever. You can crouch under that. You should have gone on the left side over there if you weren't an idiot like me and read the instructions. I shoot that as I go into the cutscene. Feels optimal. Because you don't have the walkout speed.
Send some footage your way, Sheriff.
Like before your momentum goes back up to full after you aim, you know.
White suit.
There's an extra grenade here. I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, hold on.
Actually, am I down a grenade? There's another grenade in that truck that I'm aiming at right now. It takes like 8 seconds to open up though, so it's kind of takes a little long. But if you really need an extra grenade, I'm gonna shoot you. Sir! Don't be as close as I did and aim for his head. Okay. Open the locker because the animation is a while to wait on. Might as well start crafting those right now. I'm gonna collapse the guy in the background and then end with the headshot on this guy. I didn't do that quite right. You should only do 3 shots total to kill all of those guys. Oh, it's not auto-splitting for me again. That has 3 shotgun shells always. These guys, after they blow up by TNT, are 1 shot. You want your rifle ammo to be run out and go to 0 at this point, after this fight, during this fight. I'm so great at talking. And then shotgun as backup. Don't get the shotgun guy close to you. He has a lot more HP. Okay. Now while I'm waiting on the main boss guy, I go get those 3 extra shotgun shells. It's always shotgun ammo there, by the way. Should always be. Start with a Rex shot, and then do 8 shotgun shells to the chest at mid-range damage. Or if you're bad like me, do 1 extra. Now you don't need to pick up the extra credits there, but I do. But I don't think it's needed for world record routes. I also get extra credits on the glass floor room, which feels really quick and optimal, but I think I'm the only one that does it too. Yeah, the bear charm is so good. It like, the mid-range damage with it is just so OP. There's an extra scrap there if you need it, but I don't think I need it. I usually have like 1 or 2 extra scrap. It's faster to go on the right side. Actually, did I use an extra grenade? Did I get an extra grenade? I mean, this is probably, it'll be nice to just show this off, so, and it's a good safety strat. This zombie won't attack you. You can just go up and hold F here, and there's another grenade in here. It does take like 8 seconds, so it's probably not optimal. But if you used an extra grenade, if you need an extra one, if you want an extra safety grenade, there you go. And we're gonna get an extra safety injector in here. Cool. You have 9? Interesting. Yeah, with the stacked grenades, I have 6 right. Okay, so here you want to be fast with the crank. You're probably going to get shot at the end. You can pause and restart checkpoint at the end of this to limit how much damage you take. Actually, I'm just going to do it as a safety precaution to not get hit at all. I think if you start the crank from the right side instead of the left side, it guarantees you not to get shot, but I don't know that for a fact. Yeah, that's my assumption. I don't know if that's actually true. Because most people, like, the most direct line is on the left side, and most people get shot, but I mean, I've done 2 runs now where I've approached it from the right side, and it seems to not, I seem to not take damage, so. This box here will have 3 rifle ammo if you want it. Okay, so mortars here, I need to be very precise. Otherwise, I'm screwed. We are going to use lookup strats to look up at mortars. We are hoping for not getting blown up here. Cool. Now wait here, crouch. Cool, cool, keep going. Now I'm gonna look up as soon as I turn over here. I can see the missile go up. I know this is gonna work. Shoot that guy or else he's gonna grab you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hope, 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 pray, pray, pray. Mortars is very complicated, and that went well. But we're not done yet. No, don't read the freaking note. Make sure you're at, like, a distance point away from this box, like in the bottom right of it. I was kind of slow there because you want to be fast here when this reloads checkpoint. You want to drop off before that missile launches, and you won't take damage from it. Make sure the save happens, though, like when... Shoot that for 5,000 credits. I'm so great at this game. Ooh, what a hectic section. But hey, didn't die on mortars at all. That's pretty great.
At least what's left of it.
Pretty great.
One component left.
But yeah, that fight is very complicated. But where I look matters in that fight, so keep that in mind if you're trying to replicate what I did.
It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
All right.
Some things never
Yeah, that
change.
was close.
Watch your back.
But we're good.
I'll contact you again soon.
Oh yeah, so before you go on the rooftops, make sure you go in the container here. I split the fuses and gas station splits late, by the way, because the auto splitter wasn't working. I need to fix how because I knew there was a change with the auto splitter, I just haven't done fix the change. So up to rooftops, pretty easy. Some of the biggest, like, hardest spots were out of. Actually, yeah, I've done all of Leon's stuff perfectly so far, I think. I haven't, like, died yet, which is pretty awesome. It's like the last reset. Yeah, that's what I think. Unless I mess up something drastically on, like, the lookup strat in in the elevator. So I have before. Okay. By the way, these crates should always contain the same items. It shouldn't always be RNG.
I can use that.
Like if you're following the route, most of the ammo, like basic ammo crates that I break, should reliably drop the same ammo, based off of, like, even if you're a little bit different with your ammo supply with what I have. If it's close to what we have on route, it should be similar. But those giant heavy crates, as far as I'm aware, should 100% always have the same ammo. Now you can melee these. You can jump up there and melee them, but I think it is faster to just SMG it. I am doing the new route that uses SMG on the Plant 44, so I do want to try to start conserving SMG ammo. Yeah. Did someone say look up? Dude, it took so long to jump there. I've been trying my best to keep up with world records, so my run, even though I'm not like executing it well, it should explain all the most up-to-date stuff as of right now, I think. I've tried my best to watch a lot of different runs, so. And I have some really good backup strats for Care Center if you're just tired of spending so much time in Care Center. It does add like several minutes, but yeah, like I've still lost like over 5 minutes in Care Center on this run, but it's fine. It was really awful. Okay, so here, break that glass and then break these 3, and that gives you 5,000 extra credits. I go over here, break this box, wait for this guy to show up, blows up all those guys. No! What are you doing? Leon! Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, like I said, you're gonna shoot those 4 glass, and that's gonna give you 5,000 extra credit. You're gonna go over here, break this box. It should be machine gun ammo. Cool. But now you don't have to wait over here at all, and you get some more machine gun ammo this way. Cool, cool. So something that I haven't seen, like most people don't do this, go over and activate the box first because you have to wait 2 seconds and then grab the grenades and come back over here, okay? Every person's runs,
Great job.
anybody that I've seen never does that. And it's just, you know, like a 2-second time save.
Figure out how to get down from here first.
Mm-hmm. We like optimization. I have mainly, I've been using Spicy and Dist for the most part. I've been probably watching more Dist in general. But yeah, Spicy and Dist have been my 2 main references for strats. Just keep looking down. You can skip the TNT guy and then just shoot down that box, and this is a little bit more direct than taking the staircase, I think. It's safer at least. Okay, when you drop down here, shoot this box with your SMG. That box should always contain shotgun ammo. I guess if we want machine gun ammo now for Plant 43, I think it is worth shooting that box as well now, but I'm not as well. I didn't think the machine gun was gonna come back into the route, so who knows actually. Safety shotgun this person. Otherwise they'll likely grab you. I'm gonna try not to reload my shotgun from this point forward. Whoa. Actually, let me check if that is machine gun ammo. It's rifle ammo, okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter right now if you're on optimal. If you know, if you're really good at adapting this stuff and just playing consistently, that trumps everything right now in runs. So, welcome to the look up strats, where we look up for a minute and a half and just avoid combat. So, similar to what I've explained before, enemies, at least simple zombies, won't aggro onto us if we're just looking up. If you want to, you can just like do a safety parries constantly, I guess, which, I don't know, that might look a little weird, but you're like, yeah, if you're a little scared, you can just like parry constantly. You do need to save a Requiem shot for the blister head. So he's gonna jump from the very top left, that really top left platform right now. It'll take like, I don't know the exact time, but it's like gonna be like a minute 10, minute 20 into you looking up. You might get pushed around a little bit, it's fine. As long as you keep looking up. Yeah. Not much else to say here, honestly. But yeah, the blister head will come and grab you if you don't wreck shot him. So you need to be ready to parry after, like look down, parry almost instantly. And then line up a shot on him. There he is, he just dropped, so I'm gonna, oh, hello. Sir. I missed my shot, so I just wasted a wreck bullet. Okay, don't have any more wreck bullets, but the blister head's down. Look up.
This is my lucky day.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, don't go too far to the right there or else you'll get slapped by a zombie. I'll have to probably get the 2 extra wreck bullets in the after the liquor room with Leon. I actually don't know if I use it anywhere else. Like, yeah, I don't think I use it until...
That took longer than planned. Luckily,
Actually, now that I think about it...
Great. You'll need it.
Yeah, I don't think I use it until the very last liquor room, until Leon goes in the elevator and coughs for like 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Okay, on to motorcycles. So the run starts to slow down from this point on until Mr. X. So for the next 20 minutes, there's nothing like very substantial, but I mean, there's still like important things to note. So like we want to kill all these dogs because they give us credits.
How are the roads?
I'll try my best not to crash. You can alter the movement slightly with A and D, but you can't like go off the path or anything. It doesn't help you, and I don't think there's any strats related to it. So shooting these guys early doesn't help. So this guy, you can start doing damage right now, as soon as he jumps off that. And then these guys, once they like get closer, then you can start dealing damage to them. So no point in shooting them as soon as they appear, pretty much. Ow! That guy, yeah. And I think this guy is always programmed, that last guy's always programmed to not die.
These pups could use more training.
Cool. Remember, this isn't a complete auto-scroller, though. I think the world record as of yesterday, I think Spicy got a new world record, but the person who had world record before, with a 145 no intro, they died on the motorcycle section. So, don't just, like, completely go, think this is completely free. I don't think it was Joker, it was, I forget what his name was, but, yeah, I'm sorry, I forget what his name was. But he had a 145. Maybe it was CAC? Maybe? I don't know. They were playing in Spanish. Alright, time for Leon's stuntman Kennedy.
I don't give up that easy.
Yeah, I'm ready for the boards to open too. I think it's Board's open like tomorrow, I think, or yeah, it's gonna be cool. There's already people that have gotten so many cool, insane times. Yeah, it's probably one of them. I can't for the life of me remember though. One time I have had Leon just like stay in the air for like 10 seconds at this point. It was funny. I don't think it saved time or lost time, but it was funny. Oh, so something that there's an optimization where we want to use the box to set up for Mr. X in RPD instead of the box before Mr. X himself, because you go directly across the box at RPD, whereas you have to spend like 2 or 3 extra seconds going into the little crate to access the box. So it's just a small little optimization to do all your upgrades at the RPD box instead. I wish I didn't reload my shotgun earlier. I mean, I'll get 2 extra bullets, I guess. It will be nice. So here we are going to upgrade the mag size. We're gonna buy SMG ammo, shoddy ammo, upgrade the mag size on the shotgun, upgrade power on the marksman, upgrade power twice on the gal, and the mag size on the gal once. Oh. Shotgun. Mag, power 1, gal, power 2, and then ammo capacity. That's all we need there. I have 31 bullets. I think to take down Mr. X, you need like around 38 bullets, which I'll be able, there's gonna be, what is it, like 5 shotgun shells on the bench, like crate. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be enough for Mr. X. Honestly, I might have to resolve to using rifle to finish him off. And my ammo situation is not great right now. All right.
You need to understand.
I should also say my menuing of buying all this stuff there could have been a lot faster than what I did. I don't think that's a good reference on how fast the menuing should go. I did the menuing right. I bought all the stuff I needed to. But yeah, definitely need to work on how fast my menuing is. My menuing in a lot of games just sucks in general, but specifically new stuff that I have to look at my notes and double check that I'm doing everything that I need to. All right, so Chloe section, this is big auto scroller. Where like this section right here, hiding under bed, it's like a minute and a half. There is a cool skip with the hatch later, but yeah, this is a slow part. Yeah, that's super exciting. I was not expecting them to choose us as a closer. I honestly was not, but yeah, Zero and I got Expedition 33 into RPG Limit Break. 2 months from now, we're gonna be doing Super Bosses % as the closer. So that's really hype. Did I vote? I did vote. I have a lot of different opinions about it. But at the end of the day, I do think it's worth including this still. Yeah, like just play the game. Honestly, if you can't deal with sitting through the orphanage, this run isn't for you, because there's dozens of other like 30-second plus elevator or walking sequences where you're doing literally nothing. Like, yeah, if you can't manage to go through Orphanage, this run is probably just not for you in general. I was thinking for a no intro, because it's an arbitrary category with a, you know, a non customary starting point. I was like, maybe it would be more okay for no intro specifically, but I don't know. "100% for full game, absolutely not." But they stated that in the message, that it's not even up for consideration for full game runs. But yeah, just because, like, if no intro wants to cater itself to being able to have more quality of life stuff to make the run more accessible in general. But that being said, I would also like there to be a mod that skips the pretty much all elevators if Orphanage skip was going to be a thing that was allowed as a mod to bypass this section. I don't know how hard that would be to implement, but I can understand like 30-second walking sections that should be kept in, because there is actual like skill, like cutting your corners and stuff like that still. But just like seeing in an elevator, I feel like stuff like that could be cut out too, if you wanted to go that route. Okay, so you want to go for the little line in the rug there, then you go back, and then you go on the wood here, then you go back, and you should be able to go forward here without the girls being in the way. The motorcycle section, like if you're straight up using the motorcycle section of like a thing to skip, motorcycle section 100% should be included no matter what. There's actual stuff a part of that. It's an auto-scroller, yes, but there's actual stuff constantly. And you have to like actually survive. And also I should mention, I have seen people mess up the hatch skip here, so there is definitely skill expression here in Orphanage to making sure that you pull off hatch skip. So it's not like everything here is just completely free. But yeah, hatch skip here, what I do is I crouch after I go past the head here. Then I look, just mash F while I'm in the corner. Mash F, mash F, mash F. Then I hold forward while still crouched. And I reliably always get the ladder. With what I've tested, you have like a second and a half time window before you can get caught if you're a little slow at all with that. You do exactly what I do. Yeah, exactly. If you spam it, you should be fine. But if for some reason, like, you were a second too late on pressing F, then you would get hit. But, like, I think Dis lost 2 runs that he was on pace because he died at the hatch. So, and I never, like, checked what his exact setup is, but, yeah, it was interesting. Now, you want to walk over the fire truck. If you try to cut your corner there, you'll get stuck by the fire truck. Don't be like me and panic and waste 5 seconds because you get stuck by a fire truck in a run. So up here, I realized, like finally a couple days ago, that what opens this door is looking at the umbrella logo. You just have to look at it. Yeah, I thought it was like a distance thing, like you have to run away from the door. Nope, it's just looking at the umbrella logo, which I think is kind of interesting actually from a design perspective. Like they really want you to know that this is an umbrella before they let you continue. Oh god, this Mr. X. fight is gonna suck. I'm gonna be so low on ammo. That was kind of slow, what I did after the fire poker. Don't do what I did there. Now, for this girl, you want to interact with her on the as close to the right as possible, and that's a little bit faster.
What's wrong with them? What is this place?
Okay, so something that I haven't actually done a run with, but is a route change, is basically using the SMG on Plant 43. Now, I think it like barely saves any time, like only like a few seconds, but if you have a extra power on the SMG and a better clip size and the ammo, you should be able to do Plant 43 a little bit faster.
I just sent you the coordinates.
Hi, Mr. X.
I don't have time to deal with this.
I like how he's not actually Mr. X, but I like how we all call him Mr. X. He's a completely different tyrant. Okay, so we want to try to slip past Mr. X here. So I'm gonna prop myself up like right here. And basically my cue for this is when his hand goes over his crotch. That is my cue. And I consistently can run past him on the right side.
What is ARC?
I'm not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
So low on shotgun shells. I'm gonna craft that stuff. There we go, and then craft some heals.
Changed.
Sorry, I did my upgrades at the RPD box, so I don't need to do them here. How much shotgun shells is this? Oh, it's 10? Okay, I didn't realize that's 10. That's really great. Okay, Mr. X time. Sir, what? What do you mean? He's supposed to go to the other car. So now I'm just improvising. Ow. Sir, please don't. Have mercy. Have mercy! God, I love improvising. Isn't it great? Of course, that hits me. Sir, please. Oh, on literally the last shot. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and get a safety heal because I used way too many heals. That was terrible. Don't do what I did there. That's crazy that it finished on literally the last shotgun shell. Ugh. I like that fighting strat in general. I think it's consistent, but yeah, I don't know why he didn't jump on the car when he was supposed to. On the middle car, not the left one.
I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's no
I
one else
actually don't know that.
waiting underground.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really explain that very well, but any fight that tries to do Tyrant tries to wedge him between cars. Now, you don't want to be standing too far away from him, otherwise he's gonna like knock off the car away from you. So you want to try to make him do his like 3-hit combo and try to hit him between his swings so you can hit him when his chest is revealed. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Try to just like use cars and make it so that he doesn't like push the cars away. But you need like around, hey, thank you for the shotgun ammo. I am really low on shotgun ammo now. We do need like 200 SMG ammo, which I think we're good with. I'm gonna get that healed just as a extra precaution. So this plant has iframes. You want to wait for its animation to change right now, and then you can shoot it. Okay.
I guess this is my stop.
Now the rifle, we wanted to upgrade the power because it's going to help with the soldiers and also final boss, I think, a little bit, but I'm going to use it as a backup just in case on plant 43 if I run out of machine gun ammo.
Something behind.
That box should always have 4 shotgun shells and 30 machine gun ammo.
It just keeps going.
So yeah, we used to upgrade the power on the rifle to power 2 here and use it for plant 43, and that's a good strat in general. That's a good strat in general, but I think it's a few seconds faster now, and what I'm changing in my route for the first time today, it's what Spicy was doing yesterday too, I think. That's who I learned off of. You can parry this if you follow the direct line, go a little bit center and then look right and then parry when you start seeing movement. Oh! And you should consistently be able to get through without getting hit, but I got hit twice there because I'm bad. You want to crouch here? Kill the SMG. Over. And I think it's faster here to do 2 rifle shots and then... Otherwise you can restart. You can sneak by and then use... Hold on, I'm gonna reload the restart to restart. Oh, I'm gonna restart this. Okay, so I have a little setup here to avoid taking damage from the right tentacles and only kill the left. Uh-oh. Have mercy! You need to stand a little bit farther away. Because Bear Charm, remember, mid-range damage better than close range. Aha. Love it. They a little bit left, and you avoid him. Nice. What? Okay. I guess he does do that opening sometimes. Shouldn't be surprised. Ow. I suck at this boss. Really? No, sir! Oh. I really suck at this boss, I'm sorry. Okay. There's not much strategy other than actually know how to avoid the boss attacks. Really? Oh my god. I should have practiced it a lot more. Okay, if you want the backup strat, just shoot the right tentacles with extra rifle ammo. It'll take 2 extra rifle ammo, but...
Just so you know, I've killed every planet.
Very terrible. But whatever.
This must be it.
So the next, we're gonna use 2 stacked grenades. Pretty much anywhere we use a grenade, it's gonna be stacked from this point on. Because we just need that damage. I'm like out of heals. There's an extra heal in the room where the shop is, which we need access for Hunk to force an autosave to do the consistent insta-kill on Hunk. But we'll get to that in a second. These first 2 fights, we're just gonna use grenades to finish them off. And then the last fight, we're just gonna do 4 well-placed rifle shots to kill the guards before they can attack us. But here I line up on the edge of the box here.
I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
Line up there, aim right over the counter. When it goes dark, throw, kill. Okay, for this next one, I'm gonna crouch right at the first part that we can peek, and I'm gonna aim a little bit left and up of the light here. Lightly. There's a good chance. Okay, no, I got plus 4,000 credits, so I did kill everyone. Otherwise, one of them can sometimes survive. I am gonna heal. Okay, now you can aim a little bit faster with more stability if you have a scope, but I don't want to take the time loss putting on the scope. So that's my strat. And then I have enough time to get this box over here. Oh, shoot! Sir, what are you doing alive? Oh my god. Okay. We have everything in control. Everything's in control. Okay, so... Hunk. So we need to come here and trigger an autosave and reload that autosave to do the insta-kill on Hunk. So right here, because we need to buy something, we're gonna... we need to do 1 power upgrade on the hatchet. Buy a case upgrade, then we do body armor for liquors, and I'm just gonna buy green herbs and shotgun. Okay, and then reload that save. Okay, this is important, and pick up whatever that is. Okay, case upgrade helps us with the rocket launcher when we get it in the final boss.
Here at ARC, your movements will be...
So with Hunk here, we want to be third person. Basically, we want to hold W and D immediately going into the fight. but then we also want to right click right before the screen fades in. I was not third person. So luckily it's only 8 seconds time lost to reload this. And there we go, that's the consistent insta-kill on Hunk.
I heard you were smart.
Oh, well, it's not done yet. You need to do like 2 slashes, I forgot. There goes my body armor, but whatever. I'm a goober that forgot.
Ran into trouble.
You can hide above these boxes and they can't shoot you.
Coming from you,
This guy
that's quite the
should...
compliment.
Cool. You want to pick up his hatchet because it'll be a nice backup for the final boss if he breaks our stuff.
Great. Should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
Alright, now the part that we all dread, the lab. Especially Grace's lab. I picked up the extra ink ribbon back when we fought at the end of Act 1. So I can use a safety save here, right before the first liquor, and then I'm going to use the ink ribbon for a safety save when we have to go back to that liquor room.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up. Oh.
Yeah, so I hate... This is probably my most inconsistent fight, just the first liquor fight here, out of all of them. The Leon one's gonna suck now because I don't have the body armor to help me with the liquors, but I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, here with the liquors, you kind of want... I don't know what my advice here is. I've learned just a lot of different patterns that they can take. But yeah, I'm gonna first do a little save here for backup.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical.
Basically, you want to shoot as soon... Well, first you want to look at the ground so you don't get stunned here. But then you want to look... You want to shoot immediately after this interaction right here to trigger the other liquor in the next room to start coming this way, so it's not blocking your path. Now you can do one of 2 things here. That way, you just keep running. If he stops early and does a jump attack prompt, or like starts up a jump attack, you want to wait around the corner. Now, I'm hoping that these liquors don't come in here. Nice, if they do that, I just hug the red wall and he gets stuck on the corner of the wall. That's one of the instances that I can reliably count on. Hug this really tightly. Ah! Ah! That shouldn't have happened that way, but that's fine. I saved a knife from the last place, so we're still fine. But you should reliably be able to bypass that guy. I'm surprised that he caught me, honestly. Now, so that's good. We actually made that through first try without dying. Now, you can bypass this next liquor really easily, but I'm going to kill him just because it prevents me from making a save if I keep him alive. Alright, so I'm going to use one of my acid things here.
All right, Leon. Be careful. I need to get going too.
He be schmoovin'. I can't believe I lost 2 minutes on the plant. That was dumb. Stupid. Okay, so free ink ribbon right here. So this strat, basically, you want to waste a second when you enter, because there's a guy's walking path that can hit you right by where you insert the key if you're a little bit too fast. So I'm gonna kill him, then I'm gonna make an angle over here and then go forward, and that should be an extra second for me to consistently do this part. I'm gonna go over here, get the bottle. I don't really need to use these bottles actually. Get the knife, that's important. Hug the wall like this. There's usually a guy right there. He's not there this time, but you want to do that pattern just like I did. And that consistently gets you through this room. Now here, because we picked up the knife, get out here, heal. Don't need to. Basically, we can use a knife here, and we're gonna have iframes for like the next like 8 seconds. I'm gonna use a heal because I'm slow and I'm afraid that one of them is gonna grab me and kill me and Okay, good. We lived. Now, I wanted to save that heal in case I get grabbed here in this next last part. But we're just not gonna mess up, right?
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
Oh no.
Oh, Noah. Haha. Okay, so with this guy, you want to really rub up against his butt for like a solid half second and then curve around the right side. Okay. I didn't rub up his butt enough. This is not gonna work. Yeah, I knew it. You move slow when you're... Yeah. So we have to do this previous liquor fight again. Oh well. I guess I could have gone back for the herb. Get to see another example of me trying to pull this off, though. Knife. I don't think I need to use this bottle, but I don't know. Guess we'll see. I really wish I could make another safety save, but I don't think there's any spare ink ribbons, and I really wanted to use those for the first 2 saves. I'm gonna use that heal, even though it barely helps me. 1 herb.
Oh no.
Now, strafing I feel like helps here. Once you hit the corner of that black box is basically when you start strafing, and then you try to do a most direct line as possible.
Control center. Noah. Reboot failure. No response.
Okay, we're out though.
Containment protocol inactive.
Yeah, I never use the bottles. There's no point to pick up the bottles. This is the most direct path. Go on over and on top of the counter. Actually, there might be... I wonder if there's a way to not stumble as much. To walk off that container. I don't know. Here, just do the most direct path. You don't need to look down, but I'm just trying to make the most direct path, and it consistently avoids all these guys attacking. Alright, so Leon, it's gonna be tough game past this next liquor section without body armor, but I'm sure we'll manage. I need to fix the auto splitter for that. Alright. Yeah, we're only saving a minute right now. Probably I'm gonna get one extra rifle bullet here. I'm actually pretty low on ammo, so I'm gonna break both of these. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. So this guy, there is a way to kind of get by him without needing a parry, but there's an extra grenade over here.
Oh, shit.
There's my last heal. That's not great. I need more heals desperately. I actually probably didn't need to get that grenade. Or I just need to route out the one at the van that I picked up. Okay, so we get an autosave here, which is nice, but this is hell. So I recommend being good with your parries. Some people can use grenades like against the wall right before you activate the key. Other people might use some wreck shots to try to stun them before you do the like second key thing. I feel like there is a lot of skill value here, but I'm just gonna try my best. That's good. I don't have any heals, so I'm really glad to survive that part. No, not good. No! No, 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 no. Oh my god. Crap. And it's as simple as that. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay, this section there is a strat here. Now you want to take the pattern just like I do, have your SMG out. It'd be a little hard to be consistent with some people, but so I'm just hoping the best. But you do get an autosave right before this room, so follow this round, go in the middle of these light panels, and then go over here, turn immediately. And before that guy hits you, you should be able to, like I took damage. One wreck bullet is usually a backup that I need to do here, but we had to do 2 extra. Okay, that's fine. I'm alive. Now I line myself right here. And I craft an extra stacked grenade. Line up on the edge of this light. When the glass breaks in the back, throw. For some reason, so when she says elevator will arrive shortly, so that's our cue that we're good. For some reason on Insanity, it takes 18 seconds for the elevator to show up. On Casual and Standard, it only takes like 3 for the elevator to show up after that line. It's crazy. Make sure you have your main weapon that you're gonna start the fight with, Victor, before you go in the elevator, which is shotgun. I am so low on heals, so I'm gonna have to be pretty good and perfect on Victor. Yo, Elena. Yep, there is strats for the grinder. Consistently good strats instead of just being good and skillful. Which I explained well in this run too. So we're almost there. Got some slow sections here. If you... Technically third person is faster here with Leon, but just for the menu change, it's not worth it. I think it's faster by like a second or two, but it takes like a second or two to do the menu change, so... At the end here, I think if you look in the top right, you can avoid Leon stumbling here. At the door, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Yep, there you go. Just look at the top right. Oh, time's not done. Alright, so final boss, basically the idea for him to drop the RPG is he has 20k health, and you want him to go between the threshold of 10k and 8k health. Now, once you get to below 13k health, he'll basically drop down and do his first lightning phase. And we set it up so, or I set it up where I do basically like 8 shotgun bullets, reload, do 4 bullets, he should go down. You can do 3 rifle shots at any point at his head during his lightning phase to deal like an extra like 500 damage or something. But then I do 3 shots in his like second phase, and that's usually enough to put him in that threshold for bringing out the RPG. And then if you do enough damage and stun him in the head at the right moment, which I'm kind of bad at stunning him, you can make him drop the RPG, use it on him, and then you end the fight instantly. Or at phase 1 instantly. Ow.
How many more will have to die for that vision?
One of my shots got eaten, so I'm doing an extra shot than what I normally do here. So if your thing breaks, equip this.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Now at any point you can just add a little bit of extra damage here. Doesn't matter when, but you only have window to do like 3 shots once you do your first bit of damage. Position myself right here when his hand goes completely down. That should be enough. Now I just wait for him to pull out the RPG.
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Nice, there we go. Sir! Okay, well, I couldn't stun him, so we are just gonna do the fight as normal. I'm so bad at stunning him, and I don't know why. I think I need to be more mid-range. I think that's the reason. I don't know. I might die here because I don't like surviving this.
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up.
Okay. Grenade instantly. You have to be really fast on this. Gonna reload that. Go forward a little bit and then aim like pretty much directly up at the bottom of the triangle. And then lightning shows that you did that well. Get ready with SMG. Reload that in the previous fight. Okay. Reload SMG. There's a grenade to the left if you need to craft an extra stack grenade, but I have it. As soon as this guy's arm starts going up, I'm gonna throw this at that spot and boom, destroys everything. Let's go. My angle could be better with that SMG, but holy crap. Little scuff there at the end with final boss, but this is still gonna be a PB. And honestly, I think I explained mostly everything well with current up-to-date strats, so pretty happy with my explanation with one run. But yeah, it's still really bad. But it showed a lot of backups, honestly. Showed a lot of backups and did show the route that World Record is currently using. The execution just wasn't there, but it did. It should be a pretty good guide for anyone currently right now trying to keep up with all the up-to-date stuff 2 weeks after the run game's been out. Yeah. GG. 215. But yeah. So again, like Care Center was really bad, but I showed my backups on how to consistently get through Care Center even if you mess up and need to spend extra time. Like instead of just resetting constantly, I showed backups on how you can actually continue the run if you're just tired of resetting constantly at Care Center. So this run has that. And all the other optimizations I've just learned from watching Spicy and Dis over the last week and two. So, yeah. Hopefully it's helpful to a lot of people. But that is it. Thank you for the GG, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. I wonder what my in-game time was, just for curiosity's sake. 206. Okay. Gotcha. Cool.